All right, beautiful people. It is your girl, makeup artist DeShawn Hatcher. Today is another Sunday. Listen, we all are here. We are here. I am grateful. It is 7 o'clock, and let me tell you, people, it has been a week. It has been 2 weeks. It has been 2 months for me because a project that I started on that was supposed to take me 2 weeks has taken me 2 months. So therefore, anyway, beautiful people, it's Sunday. I'm here to answer your amazing makeup artist questions for your career. But as I always say at the top of the show, now remember, I can only check the comments that you would post in the community board when I ask you to post your questions. Remember, I go on at 7, so I can't keep going back and forth to the questions. So if you snuck one in at like 6:59, I'm not going to see it. So the best thing is to get it in as soon as you see the post come up and you have a question, or write it down from the week before. That would be the best thing, is just to write it down for the week before and then just copy paste it, and then you guys are done. So I get to answer your questions. Hey, Evie. Hi, sweetheart. How you doing? Good evening, girl. Listen, Evie. How the hell are you, Evie? We're going to let some people get in here because I do have a question from an amazing person who goes by the letter N. So I will be answering their questions. But the boyfriend literally just came in here before. I'm going to unveil stuff. I pay for these, so I want to make this clear. But I want to unveil what I got. So I can't wait to, I think anybody who ordered from this company knows what this is. So I'm very excited. I can't wait to open them up. It's going to help me for tomorrow. I have a lot of work this week, so it's going to help me this week because that means I don't have to wash that many brushes. These are brushes. So I can't wait to show you. Hey, Celeste Moore. Hello, Celeste Moore. Hey, Marilyn. Yeah, I know. He literally like 10 minutes ago he came in and he brought the mail in and he was like, "This is for you." And I was like, I love stuff like this. So I figured before I didn't even open it up. It's not even open. I said, I'm going to open it on air with you beautiful people. I wonder if I need a knife. Now I wonder if I need a knife to open it, but I'll open it on air so you guys can see my latest Omnia brush purchase. Because do you think she has enough Omnia brush purchases? No, of course not. No, she doesn't. She can't have enough. It's a crack. Can't have enough. So I will be happy to show you what I got. I'm so happy. Marilyn, thanks for helping out with the Joe Blascow concealers. Can they cover flat moles and hyperpigmentation? Oh, yeah. 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 Especially if it's black. I'm not supposed to be answering you right now, Marilyn. I'm supposed to be answering N, but since I only have one question for N this week, y'all didn't ask me. I'm not going to do show and tell. And the only thing I'm going to show and tell is this. So if it's a product information, especially if it's a product question that maybe I could actually demo for you on air, that's a good question to put in to the community board. Even if you do it in the middle of the week or something, then I can be prepared and I can even show you. But to answer your question, yes, Marilyn, it will cover hyperpigmentation. That's what it's made for. It's made to cover all these funk-de-dunk stuff that we have on our clients and our faces. So definitely it will. Definitely it will. CR. Hey, CR. You know what? You asked me, CR, you have been on my brain because several weeks ago, you asked me a question about Post-its. And I was wondering, I had given you a long answer, right? And then I was like, did she mean Post-its like to schedule myself, or did she mean Post-its like people use for makeup? And then you didn't come back for weeks until now, and I was like, I'm gonna ask her that, because if your question was, what do you do with Post-its like for makeup? And I was thinking writing, but if you were asking me questions about Post-its for makeup, and come back around and tell me if that's what you meant, because it bugged me this whole time, CR. I have been bugged this entire time. So I just wanted to know, what did she really mean? I felt so bad. Oh, I answered it correctly. I was like, wait, maybe she meant to do the lines, and I was like, oh my god, I should have asked, and I just went on. Cool. Okay, I'm glad. It really bugged me. Oh my god, that bugged me. Okay, so I answered Marilyn, yes, 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 yes. By the way, Joe Blaskow has several different I told you, like, I use one, he has several steps. I have only used the red neutralizer and the blue neutralizer one. When I wanted something deeper, I would do Derma Color, not Derma Blend, Derma Color. And I thought the number was 30. It's like orange. So it's like a red orange, sort of like what's in increase your speed. Where did increase your speed come from? Sort of like what, this is my palette, sort of like what's in, why am I brain farting today? What is the name of my palette? Inclusion. Ooh, Lord child. So the color, let me do this way. The color that you would need to cover something super dark. Like, I had a client once who literally, she was a white lady, and she fell and hit her head on the side of the tub, and her spot underneath her eye was this color. And I had to keep using like this orangey color, and then like layering it. It's not something, by the way, it's not something, don't fall. It's not something when you're covering spots. It's not always a one-shot deal. So in other words, you put it on, right? And you think, oh, I never have to do another thing. No, you have to put it on. You do everything you're supposed to do. You put oh, I'm having brain fart today, people. You put the neutralizer on, or color corrector, right? You do the foundation on top. You may powder a little bit and do the foundation on top. Then I want you to sit back, because what happens is, if you have a thing on somebody's face this dark, it might just kind of, it just might kind of come back up ever so slightly. So you always have to monitor where you put the color correctors. You understand? That's the trick that people don't really seem to want to tell you. You have to monitor the color correctors and see how well it's taking. And if it's not taking, then you just go right ever gently. That's why color correctors are so potent. You go over everything gently with very little, and you just go pop, 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 and then you do the same technique again. And then you'll work on the face again. And then you'll come back and you go, did it take this time? No, it was literally black. I had to do it 4 times. I had to do it 4 times before it stopped, before it went away. So just so you people understand, it's not always a one-stop boom, therefore, like, I don't want you to think like, oh, well, I put it on once and it didn't work. It takes time. Just like with a concealer, it takes time. That's why you see people piling that concealer on. If you want the most natural look you can get, then you layer lightly and you let it seep through and you take your time. I told her it was going to take me an hour and a half to do her makeup that day because of the situation underneath her eye and the puffiness of it all and everything. So, it is what it is. Evie, never enough brushes. No, there's never enough brushes, Evie. Having a ton of brushes has saved me so many times. Hallelujah. Listen, it's gonna save my ass, because I have to work, and I really have to clean a lot of brushes. But the problem with having a lot of brushes is that you're lazy. I won't speak for myself, lazy ass. And so I have most of the closet that you guys saw in my thing dirty. I've been very lazy. I just been going in the closet, just taking brush. I can't even describe how many brushes I have that are filthy. It's disgusting. I'm just annoyed with myself. So tonight will be some brushes, cleaning brushes after I get off with you guys. I don't know what that is. So anyway, Celeste Moore says, I want to share exciting news with you. I got a job with a celebrity hairstylist as an assistant, and I may have the opportunity to do makeup in addition to hair. Well, see, this is why I need confetti. This is why confetti is so important to me. So when you guys give me such beautiful news, I go like this. Whee! Congratulations, Celeste Moore. Congratulations. That is amazing. That's fantastic. I'm very happy for you. Very happy for you. That's a big damn deal. Some more. Hello, some more. Good evening, some more. Good evening, my dear. Thanks some more for loving my crack ass glasses. Thank you. See, this is why you're super requested no matter what. And clients will ship you out to work for them. Thank you, Marilyn. Listen, we all have the ability to do all this stuff. Believe you me. Just that, I mean, I've been a color correcting nut since I started. I'm not one for, you know what it was? I'll tell you. As a person, as a consumer who who used to use concealers her whole life and would get that weird cast on my face. It never matched my skin. It was always off. It was always too beige. It wasn't the right color. Ugh, that's why when I found something new to do, I kind of clung to it. And then when it really worked and it worked well, I was like, oh, I'm never going back to concealers. Not in that way. So yeah, man. That's so I really studied color correcting. Evie, you're welcome. Oh, you're yes, Evie. She congratulated. I get it, Celeste. Yeah, Evie's like washing brushes after a long day when you have a crazy call time the next morning. She's tired. She's tired. Yes. But listen, we had a pandemic, and I still. So she's tired and she's lazy. There you go. There you go. So before we go, as we say in the Apollo, before we go another further, please allow me to answer Miss N or Mr. N's question. And it was basically really quick. He or she asked me a really quick question in reference to schools, makeup schools in New York City specifically. And I just kind of wanted to go over, I'm going to give you three that I always thought was pretty damn good. And they're good for different reasons, I feel. Um, so N, this answers for you, N. So Makeup Forever Academy is an excellent school. You also have the opportunity to study abroad. You can go to France and study there as well. And they have English speaking they have English speaking instructors there too. But Makeup Forever Academy is excellent place to learn, very editorial, very theatrical, that kind of thing. So depending on what kind of careers anybody wants in terms of makeup, uh, the first thing you should try to figure out in your head before you even choose a school is, what do you want to do? A lot of people say, I just want to be a makeup artist. And it's like, that's not really, when you're paying 20,000, 30 and up, you really need to know what it is you want to do. This girl cheap. I'm not going to spend my money on stuff that I don't need, that I don't want to do. I'm not interested in like high end special effects. I don't care. Like I like to see my friends do it. I have friends who do, oh my God, amazing work. And they've all gone to very high end schools and they've gotten trained and it's beautiful. It's just not my thing. I don't want like arms and limbs hanging around my apartment. That's not my thing. I happen to like beauty and I happen to like film and television. That's where I kind of wanted to stay. I wanted to do what we call, I guess, straight makeup or whatever. So that's where I went. And I chose at the time, remember, I'm 21 years ago now. I chose the only school in New York that was specializing in TV and film. At the time, it was only one. And so I went to that one. If I had my choice, I may have gone to Makeup Forever. I may have gone to these other two that I'm going to speak about. So look up Makeup Forever Academy, great school. Everything's pricey. It's way more pricier than when I went 21 years ago. I could tell you that. The second one is mud. Everybody knows mud, and if you don't know mud, it doesn't mean you don't know. You just don't know. Mud is a really great school. It's called Makeup Designery. Makeup, make, and then up, and then designery. It's really three words. A great school. I get an opportunity to every now and then. I'm very honored when they ask me to go speak to the students there. And the thing about mud that I actually really like is I gauge what the students tell me about mud, and they're so happy to be there. I think I've met maybe one student that was like, that wasn't for me, but the majority of everybody I've met, students, they're so happy to be there. And that makes me happy. That makes me it tells me that they're doing something right with their education. They have so many different programs to choose from. It's pricey. I think it's about 20 a year, or 20 for the whole thing, I think. You know, that's just another amazing school to consider. And then there's a new one. I got to speak to their students as well a couple of years ago now. It's Brittany Beauty. This one is more hair related to me. I think I don't know what they're doing in terms of their makeup program so far, but it's more like if you wanted to be, what is he doing? It's more like if you wanted to become like a more well-rounded hair and makeup person, I would say light on the makeup, heavy on the hair. This is a very good school, beautiful school, located in, I believe, in Manhattan, Brooklyn, Bronx, and I thought at one point Long Island. So you had your choices. So that's another one. Now, on the community board underneath N's question, I posted oh my god, she's like massive brain fart tonight. I posted a link to my blog about schools. More so, if anybody's hearing me now, more so than, gee, what school should I go to? You need to find out the questions you need to ask the school when you get there. Like, in other words, don't just be giving money over to any school. I don't care if you don't mud or whatever. I don't do that. You go in with an agenda. You need to know, what are you doing for me? I am the one paying you. What are you doing for me? A lot of people just pay the money, and then you don't have any real clue as to the type of makeup artist you want to be. You just want to do it all, blah blah blah. You have to have a clear vision of what it is you want to do when you're gonna give somebody $20,000, don't you think? So on that blog post article, there's an article that tells you what to ask, what to look for, all of that stuff. Then go and find your school. Okay, so that's more important to me than even the school, because sometimes it could be the jankiest ass school, right? It may not be like the greatest film school, but it might be even really dope for editorial. But if you don't have a clear vision of what you want to do, it's going to be harder for you, and you're going to waste a lot of money. And we all know how cheap I am. We know how cheap I am. So don't waste money. So if you want to go to school, please go look at that article, and the rest of you. And those three are my picks for now. That's all. This does not include online classes. This person, I'm gonna say she or he, I don't know if N is a female, male, asked me specifically about schools in New York. So that's why I'm answering. With physical schools that are still open, that survived the pandemic, those are the schools that are still open. So now I'm done. Let's see. Leighton says, I thought New York City schools closed because of the pandemic. From what I understand, it's back open. That's what I understand. In fact, last year I was supposed to speak televised, but I was supposed to speak to students at MUD. That I know for a fact. And yeah, so they're open. A lot of the stuff, that you learn in school, you don't physically have to be sitting in a room. You really don't. My teacher stood up there and marked on the board and explained a lot of stuff. I mean, if you really want to be, let's say, a film makeup artist or something like that, there's a lot to learn that has barely anything to do with makeup technically, you know what I mean? And then school is like, I don't know, 30% education and 70% practical, where you're just practicing what they just showed you. And so that's what it is. So you don't physically have to be in a school to do it. And I was under the impression that all of these schools are back open. In fact, I saw Makeup Forever putting up seminars and stuff, and I saw Mud. Now, Brittany is another story. I'm not sure, but again, you don't have to be physically in a classroom to learn. I think the most important thing is when you do take these classes and they are online, that you have the ability to talk to your teacher. I don't like now, no, I'm not trying to be bitchy, but I just don't like pre-recorded classes. And the reason why I say that, I can't talk to my teacher. I want to talk to my teacher. I want to say, oh, can I show you something? They should be able to see what you're doing as well. So that's my funk with online classes. Like they take your money and they give you an education, sure, but you can't ask a goddamn question. And that drives me crazy because you really should be able to ask the instructor that you've just paid whatever money you paid to a question. So that's my thing. Somebody who went to school, that's a big thing for me. That's a huge thing for me to be able to ask a question. Some more. Do I plan on doing online classes? Uh, I keep saying it, but it requires you guys to get equipment because, like I said, I'm not the type of teacher that's going to teach, like, do like those courses, and then you can't ask me a question. So I am trying to figure out how I can do that, because I don't believe, I don't know, I'm a weird, I really like to try as hard as I can to over deliver to my students because I know what it's like to be a student. You see what I'm saying? And I know that, I've taken a course here or there that has pissed me the F off. If this was a regular conversation some more and I was just talking to you, all the curse words would be flying out my mouth because I felt like I wasted my money, I wasted my time. I still, listen, it's like 17 years ago, I still want my goddamn money back. I'm so mad, because she's cheap. So I really try to over deliver in my classes. Very important to me. So yeah, that's a good question. I'm still trying to figure it out. Very important to me, honey. Evie says, after N's questions, can you share the absolutely stunning color combination? I can. See, this is not show and tell tonight. Okay, I can't. It's a Makeup Forever orange mixed with NYX's. Oh, crap. My kid is right here. Hold up. I'll show you guys. Makeup Forever. Here. So it's that orange that I wore last week or the week. Where am I? I moved my table setup. So I'm like, where am I? It's that orange. And then I took this pink and put the orange on first and then put this on second. Because clearly she's wearing enough orange, right? Okay. So that's what that is. Oh, I'm sorry. It's NYX's Butter Gloss. What color is this? Oh, Tiramisu. Hello? I don't know how to do the show. Come on. Can you see that? I can't. Tiramisu BLG07. Whoops. And Makeup Forever. Rouge something, natural something, N43. So that's what that is. You wouldn't think so, but that's what that is. Lauren, hi Lauren. I'm trying to decide if I should do a 6-month esthetician program to get a full, solid foundation on skincare, as well as learning makeup application, or do a 8-week makeup course. I am conflicted. Well, like, figure this out, Lauren. Let's do this. What are you trying to do? What kind of makeup are you trying to do? Are we doing editorial funky fashion? Are we doing brides? Are we trying to do TV? What are we trying to do with this makeup course? You understand? So once you figure out, is this makeup course good enough for what I'm trying to do? That's how you can answer your question. Is it even worth it for me to even take this makeup class? Who is the teacher? Who is teaching me? Is this a person that's teaching me something that I really want, the part of the industry that I really want to be in? Or is this just some random ass person? Right? You have to do your homework. You have to do your research on who is going to be teaching you. You see, all of that is important. Is it going to be a well-rounded class? Is it going to be people of color and, all people, not just people of color, but you're going to have people of color and white people and all these other kinds of people that you're going to learn from and learn how to put makeup on all these people. See, that's a real class to me. That's a well-rounded class when you can go through so many different ethnicities and learn how to do it. Or does that not appeal to you? You see what I'm saying? So you have to kind of tick down what it is that's important to you and see if that makeup course, even though it might be free, free with purchase, is that right for you? Because why take it if it's going to waste your goddamn time? You see what I'm saying? Why take it? So you have to apply what it is that you truly are trying to get out of it. Just because somebody give you a makeup class don't mean it's worth a damn. You probably could have came to YouTube and got a class. You probably could have went somewhere else. And Mud has cheap classes and stuff like that. So those are the things that I want you to understand. Not Mud. The Powder Group has cheap classes, that you probably can take. And, you can go to a makeup show and learn, makeup. So there's a lot of different outlets for you to get the makeup on. So I just want that to be understood. So Lawrence, Evie says, Lauren, it depends on what you want to do on the end. Some clients want makeup artists to have an esthetician license. Again, some clients normally, when you say something like that, that's normally on the consumer side of our world. That is not industry. The industry don't give a rat's ass really if you have an esthetician's license. They just want you to get your ass on set and do the job. You know what I mean? No one has asked me, honest to God, no one has asked me in 20 years, do you have an esthetician? Are you an esthetician? They don't care. They just want you to put the makeup on these people. So again, that's more consumer driven than it is industry. If she's trying to go consumer, that's something to think about. Industry, so a lot of things that industry don't give a rat's ass about that consumers care about. This is why I constantly am saying they are two different worlds. You have to start thinking. You got to separate things. Wedding makeup is not the same as being a fashion editorial artist. Television is not the same as being the e-commerce catalog. It's just not the same. And we have to start compartmentalizing these types of specialties. So if you're talking consumer, then you have to market to them differently. They care about different things. It's all of these things. And so that's why I keep asking over and over, what is he trying to do? Who's your client? Then you can decide on if this is going to be the perfect course for you. You see? Yeah, Evie. Yes, Knicks. No, not N. Is it NYC or is it Knicks? It's Knicks. Evie. And Evie's like, yeah, figure out what type of makeup artist you want to be. Most definitely. Evie says, I was turned down for a music video because I didn't have an esthetician's license. Where do you live, Evie? I've never heard of that. Where do you live? I will say this, that there are some jobs that require you to, one, either be in the union in order for you to get the job, or require you to be licensed to get the job. I'm in New York, so I go by New York rules. LA has the same standard type of rules because they're the huge industry, but Miami, okay. I would dare say find out for Miami if you need to be licensed in order to be a makeup artist. I don't know what kind of music video this is. Was this, I mean, it wasn't a union music video, was it? Like, are these like known artists? Because if they're not known, if they're not, if they're not known people, then it might have been considered, so you understand where I'm going with this, Evie, it might have been considered consumers Okay. And that is why they asked you for that. Most of the time, when you're about to work with a consumer, they're asking for your license, right? But most of the time, if you're in the industry and you work with whomever, they're not asking you for that. There's a there's a distinction between the two. So I'm wondering if they consider these people high pro, like if you said their name, we would all know who they are. I'm wondering, that must be a Miami thing. You would have to, I would check the laws in Miami to see if you how it works for you people in Miami. I have physically been in Miami several times and worked with private clients, right, who've flown me out to Miami and I worked there. But again, your state might have its own funk. I don't know. That's something that I just really don't know. I know Camille is not here, but whenever I think of Camille, I think to say, if anything I've said tonight has been helpful to you, please make sure you give this a thumbs up because YouTube don't realize I'm here. so, so it would be helpful if you guys can make sure that you give this a thumbs up. Not here, not on this thing, but underneath the video or whatever. I guess you do that once we're done, but if you can remember to do that, that'd be great. So now, I forgot what I ordered. Even though I ordered last week, I believe I ordered last week. Please tell me this is easy to open. So this is my new Omnia brush. Unfortunate purchase because she needs to stop buying brushes. Yo, Evie, I will let you know. I will definitely let you know if I'm in there again. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can open this one. So we're gonna go through. Open. I'm trying to cut it open. Never unfortunate. Never unfortunate brush purchase, girl. This came right on time. Okay, hold up. So this is my Omnia. The hell did I buy? Okay. So I'll tell you what I bought. They had a sale, and I put the sale up on the community board. You still might be able to get some of these. So I bought the component KJB2 set, and I bought another set. And something called CB2 set. So I'll show you. Oh, and how much did all this cost me? Hold up. I got no special treatment. I got no invoice either. I got no special treatment. It's not for free. I paid for it. Okay, well, I guess this is what they're telling me I got, but this, I don't see an invoice. Okay. All right. Stay there. So I hate these things. I have too many of them. I don't know what to do with them. But they all come with a roll. So they all come with a brush roll. Plastic. They all come with a brush roll. It needs to be aired out. It's okay. It's okay, ladies and gentlemen. Just a typical brush roll. There's no brushes in it yet. I have to put the brushes in it. I like the, can you see the red piping? I do like the red piping. I think that's dope. That looks nice. And obviously the same type of flap situation. And it just rolls up. So we see that. And because I ordered 2 sets, I have 2 of them. So which is the same damn thing. Okay. Over there. All right. All of that for the, should I hire someone to handle my social media since I suck? Hello, Lucilia. Should I hire social media because I suck at it? And promoting myself or just try to focus my skills no matter the followers or exposure. I feel like today it's hard to promote yourself if you're not into spending hours online. Okay, I'm gonna come back to you. Let me get through this brush thing because that's gonna take me a minute. So I got little brushes, really. I think this is, I got more detailed brushes this time. I think this is Kevin's. Hold up. Let me open this up. I believe this is Clint. This might be called Clint Black Collection. This stuff right here. And this is KJB's collection right here. And they had several different types of collections you could choose from. But I really have a lot of huge brushes. I don't need any more freaking, open this up. I don't need any more daggone, there we go. Big stupid brushes. I'm over them. Come on, get out of the thing. All right, so this is what I got today, Lord. Thank you. Okay. So this one is dope. The only thing is like these little, I have brushes that are still in these little containers because I am too lazy to even take them out of the container. And she's about to be too lazy to take them out of the container now because you can see what the brush is. Let's do it this way. Lower the lights. So this is a pointy, the nice little rounded pointy brush. Child, this printing is so small. Anyway, this is the KJB kit. Yeah, it's too small for you to see my glasses on. Next, just a nice, like, these are like the brushes that you use all the time. Okay. These are like my favorites. Bend, bend, bend. There. Y'all want to know numbers, right? Sorry. I'm not good with this. Hold up. Okay. This one is BOM 435. So that little round one there is 435. Me liking these types of brushes. Perfect for here, perfect for here, perfect for wherever you want to put it. Same thing with these little brushes. I like these again. These are my favorite little types of brushes. Again, in here, under the eye. And this brush is 416. This one right here. Because it'll take me 5 years to open it up. I swear to God. And then this one is 400, BOM 400. These happen to be my favorite kinds because these pick up a lot. You can pick up good powder with them. You can fill in certain spots. Really like these. It will keep your brushes organized together. Do you wear makeup? Do you? No, my boobs are too big and I'm too fat. Lauren says, he says, nice makeup. They are nice brush holders. It will keep your brushes organized and together. Do you wear a makeup brush belt when you're working? It seems helpful if you're doing a lot of people on set. I personally don't wear them around my waist. Like I said, I'm too fat. And I don't like them. For me personally, I used to, when I was thinner, and I would wear them, I would get a little dirty down there. I just, like when you go to sit and things, you got boobs, and my boobs aren't even as big as so many other girls that I know. And it just gets in the way. I know I've seen girls wear it across their chest like I've seen girls do this. I've seen guys do this too, where when they have the clamp, the ones that clamp around you, where they kind of do this with it, if you can see what I'm doing. I've seen people do this. And then they just kind of grab here. Yeah, I just, I'm already hot enough as it is. I can't imagine having that stuff on me. I just can't imagine. I can't imagine. So yeah, no, for me personally, it's on the table or it's in a little set bag, not on my person. Okay, next is a nice one. I like these brushes. This is BOM 675. These are perfection. Because these are when you're trying to get into those small places like in here, in these areas, when you're trying to do like this little thing right here, we're trying to do something detailed. These are perfect for that. And you can also put lipstick on with these too. Next. Did I already pick this one up? Yeah, this one is the 400, which I just showed you again. I'll show you again. So I don't skip. This is the 400. These are my favorites. If I can open this up and make me very happy, but it takes so, there we go. Good Lord. Sometimes I can open them up real fast, and sometimes it's like, oh, hell no. Okay, so this one, let me see. I don't see it over here. Yeah, I don't see it. This one is nice, and if you notice, this one is a little flatter. So I have to clean brushes tonight. So if I were doing powder and I wanted to press the powder in, this will kind of, because it's got a little flatness to it, it'll allow me to kind of like press powder into the skin as opposed to having it flat, fat and fluffy. So this one is good for that. Boom, 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 boom. Anywhere you really need a nice high concentration of powder, that's where you would use something like this nice flat one. I think I have this one. See, I swear I don't take them. I don't take them out of the bag. They literally do. They really go into the kit just like this, like, okay. So I've had this in the kit and I haven't used it. This is the same kind of brush. See how thin that is? This is a Stilazzi brush. This is a synthetic brush, and I believe this, yeah, this is a real hair brush, and this is a synthetic brush. But they're very similar, and I happen, you know how much I love my Stilazzi brushes. Okay, next. Whoops. So again, I got smaller brushes. Like these are cool, right? This nice angle one. Again, fine detail around the eye. This one is 540. Just a nice, finely detailed brush. Really great for the lips. Great around the eyes. Great to execution like little things. Again, another little cute little fluffy eye brush. Obviously eyeshadow, but I tend to like to use these things for not concealers, but color correctors and all that stuff. This one is 405. There, that's 405. And this one is 230. And these are larger. And again, just more coverage of the brush allows me to put more stuff on. So these are more small, finely detailed. And this is the bigger brother version. Hold up. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Okay. See? So I was really kind of interested in these this time around as opposed to these really big ones. The more finite detailed brushes I like, and especially this one. I might just order several of these because these really come in handy. So I like that one. So that's it. I mean, that's it for the you only get like, was it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 7. But I think for the 7 brushes, I think this was, oh crap, were they under 50? These. Okay, and then these, this thing here, I was trying to mix to get a really good set of brushes out of it, not just like one brand, or not one brand, but one kind. So this is how you build a brush kit. You get your smaller detailed brushes like these. Yeah. So you'll get these. These are the workhorses of your kit, these small ones. And then you'll get the bigger ones. Hold on. And again, I think these are around the same price. It could have been like $50, but after, you know, I've gotten 14 brushes, and I believe it was well under $100. So I ain't mad. Hold up, let me put this away. Let's start. Where are we starting? Okay, I think this is the same 425. Do I already have a 425? Do I have a 425? Do I already have a 425? No, I have 405. Hold up now. Hold. What is that? Oh, good. See, so I'm getting smaller. So now this is a 425. This is a different person's collection. If you guys don't remember, they had last year, I think, or the year before, they had asked all these makeup artists what their favorite brushes were so they can put it together in a kit. And so these are all the different collections of brushes that they put together with these makeup artists in mind. See? So if you notice that this brush goes along with the KGB stuff, right? Fits into my rounded brushes, right? Look at that. All different sizes. These are all different. They're not the same. They're all different sizes. Perfection. Okay, moving on. This one is $4.50. I like these two. I have one or two of these already. This one is dope. I like this one. I'm going to see if I can open it up without spending 5 years on it. Hold up. Open. Yeah. See, these are easy. The Salazi ones are sealed shut. It's almost like you have to cut it out. Okay. And I also love the handle. I just love these. I love the way they feel in the hand. I love the handle. I love these brushes. They feel good when you're working on it. This is a dope one. I like this one. If you notice, it's like very flat, right? It's not flat, but it's like got nice depth to it. These are really good. You load some powder and you really want to concentrate and you want to spread it out. These are so good. I use these for foundation. I know people tend to say, oh, you can't use real hair bristle brushes for foundations and creams. I use anything I want. So I think you could definitely go in here and use this for foundations. You can do a contour line on there and smooth it out. There's a whole bunch of things you can do. Fits down the nose pretty well. There's a whole bunch of things you can do with this brush. Oh, these happen to be, I don't know, I'm a little cracked out of my mind over these brushes. I want more. I've only gotten like 4 or 5 of them. See, these things don't want to come out. Okay, this is $2.90. I love these. I really love these. I know y'all are like, what is so fantastic? If you could feel it, it is, it's not dense. It's not a, do I have one over here? No. Okay, it's not that dense. What this does is it allows you to pop. I'm like popping myself in the face. Let me see. Yeah, okay. What this does is like if you have like, it's so effing soft. I wish you could feel this joint. Oh, I love this brush. Okay, so again, this is $2.90. BOM $2.90, and it's just, oh my God. So what I like to do with these types of brushes, see, it's like wiggly, is you take powder and you can like gently put it on, but I tend to like to do this, except don't hit the glasses. I tend to hit, this is my powders and stuff, so I don't really care. I tend to go over people like this with these and then just kind of spot, instead of kind of going in, I'm not trying to be real heavy with these, and it just, oh, it makes my life. It makes my life. It gives me life. It gives me joy. It makes me happy. It does what it does. If you notice, I'm not like, it's not like I created this like mat going across my head. I just wanted to take the shine down. These things, see, like I'm real shiny. So these things, I would tell a person, okay, close your eyes. I'm going in. And if I just wanted to gently take that shine down, that's what I would do with this. I effing love these. If I could curse like a sailor from pure joy, I would. I love these. I have a couple of them. This is one. This is, I think I have 2 of these from this line, but I have 4 from not Camera. Why am I saying Camera Cosmetics? What is that cheap? Crown. Crown they were white though. I effing love these. They come, and then if you want to put blush on and you put it, it goes on in such a gentle way. It's because it's not thick. It's really super thin. I love you. Can you love a brush? I think you can. I think it's possible. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look that up and see if I can get some more. Yeah. And the crack continues. And then this is just a beautiful little, blush brush, powder brush. I tend to use blush brushes for powder brushes for whatever brush I need. I have a tendency to also mix foundations with this. But again, I use, people say, you can't do that. I can do whatever I want. You can do whatever you want. This is brush 275. That's what this is all about. This is denser. This is lighter. This is dense. This will absorb powder and you can press the powder into the skin. So that's the difference. You can't really press with this. This one you can. So if I needed to concentrate color somewhere, I would use this. If I wanted a diffusion of color, a diffusion of powder, I would use this. Okay. So these are more just, see, notice I don't really go, these are more blush brushes, but you can't really see them in the, I hate these things with a pressure. Oh. Okay, so this is another, again, this came in, I think this was Clint Brock, I think his name is, makeup artist, and I believe this is his kit right here. This is 105, just another blush brush. Then what else came in here? And another one. That's why I found the collections to be kind of blush brush heavy. And so I just was like, yeah, I don't want all them. I already have too many. So again, same premise. Remember the other one I had? So here's the bigger version. Hold up now. Hold the phone. Hold. Is this it? Is that the same shape? No. Is it this one? No. Oh, don't do crack. Okay, I don't see it. I thought this was is this it? God damn. This one. Oh my God, that only took 5 years. Okay, so it kind of gives me the vibe of this one. This is the little brother to this one. That's how I feel. Very similar in shape, very, very similar in density, this one. So this one right here is 280. The little brother to it is 450. Very, very similar, two very dense brushes right here. Again, if you're trying to make a solid line, if you need more control over something, these are the types that will give you that line that you're seeking. All of that. These would be it. What else? Okay. These are kind of cool. I have one or two of these. This is 650. If you notice, it's on a curve. This is for winged liners. Winged liners. I happen to suck at winged liners. So I try to pick up as many tools and apparatus that I can because it's just not my thing. I don't like lines on women's faces. It's a long story. It's just my own personal makeup aesthetic. I don't like lines on women's faces. It just drives me crazy. But I do every now and then like a nice cat eye or something. Only really, honestly, when I'm doing editorials, do I really like to go and do all this weird wacky do things that I normally do to people. This is cool. These are kind of like when you pull it, let me see, when you're pulling it, if you notice it's on a curve. So when you're pulling it, that fine line is at the end and it kind of like this little tip right here will grasp the thing that you're trying, the line that you're trying to make. It's going to pull it like that and give you like a little wispy corner, like a wispy angled thing. So these are kind of dope. You'd have to be careful in terms of lips, but you can use this on the lips. There's a couple of different places you can use that. Oh, and I think, did I tell you? 650. But again, this came in a kit that was already selected. Yeah. Would I have purchased this by myself? Probably not. But it came in the kit. So is that it? Or is there one more? I think there's one more. Oh, yeah, this is cute. Oh, I love this. Yo, she's cracked out of her mind. I am. I don't know if you can even see it. No, I'll do it this way. Oh, Jesus Christ. They got to make these things a little easier to open, like for real. I don't know. Okay, hold up. Out. Get out. This is why they stay in the case. Hold up. Let me try to get this out this way. Here we go. Okay. So I know you're going to like it. DeShawn, where's the brush? So here we go. Do you see her? She's so cute. She's so cute. I love her so much. And this brush is $5.15. And the wonders that you can do with such a fine This is another good one. Like if you suck at liner like I do, you could literally create the line and then take your time and come in with this little joint and work it here. It is excellent for eyebrows. Um, this little thing, you'd be like, what's this? What's the big deal? Is a powerhouse. You will use this a lot. You really will. Even like when you really want to get a fine detail on the mouth. Look how small it is. Ah! Oh my God, this is magical. I'm gonna have to give me 10 of these. Yeah, 515. This little one right here. This is gonna be a powerhouse in my kit. I could already tell. This is a fine detail brush. Fine. Not gonna cover a lot of ground, but it is anytime you need to tweak something, this is just, oh, I could see my eyebrows like tink, 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 tink. Oh, so, 515. So now I think, hold up, I got a really well-rounded. I had to go through all the collections to see which ones I really liked. And I said, you know what? Out of all of this, I think out of these two, I can really build myself a beautiful brush kit. So these are the bigger ones. Then we come in here. I didn't open them all up, right? So these are the fairly bigger ones. And then the little fine detailed ones. So if you're new and you had, and I said to you, go spend $200, you could have walked away with twice as much as what I have here. And you could have started a really great makeup career with these many brushes. And then what happens is when you get like kits and stuff, pre-made kits, you get to pick and choose what's your favorite. You see? And then that way you'll start to buy the brushes that you really love. I didn't know I think I had this from somewhere else, but like I said, I got this from Crown. Now that I know they have this style of brush, this wispy, I am going to get off the thing with you and order some more. And then I'm going to order some more of these. I'm going to order some more of the little ones. And then the rest are just normal. I have all of these already. And then I have these. So if I was a new makeup artist and all I had to do was spend $200, I would have had double this amount and or purchased these, got these home, played with them for about a week to see which ones I really liked. And then I would say, oh, I really like this one and this one and this one. And I like this one and this one and this one the most. And I would have just ordered several of the same brush over and over again, because you're going to get stuck in a pattern. We all do. We get stuck with our favorite things, right? And so that's what happens. You get stuck and you know what you love. And especially if you've been doing this for a while, you already know the style of brushes that you love. But this gives you the opportunity to see other people's ideas, what they may use when they're working. And some of it you might love and some of it you might not. And some of it you might love 5 years from now. And then you can pull it out of the closet and say, oh, let me try this. And then you might fall in love with it again. So that's my Omnia brush sets. One is a KJB, and then one was like CB, Clint Black. I think Clint Brock, Clint Brock, B-R-O-C-K, I believe, because it's not telling me in my thing. Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. One is a KJB 8-piece eye bundles, and the other one is a Clint Brock reloaded 9-piece bundle. So I got 17 brushes for under $100. Well under $100. I got 17 brushes for under $100. Okay? You can't beat no sales, people. She love a sale. She cheap. So there you go. There is the new family members. Yes, thank you, Evie. Clint, Brock, and KJB. Oh, Ledger, hi, Ledger. Yay, she got the inclusion palette. Yay. Every inclusion palette you buy, an angel gets his wings. She's stupid. Okay. So that's it. I mean, that's kind of like, I like them. Like, seriously. We got like a few more minutes on this joint, and I'm getting off and ordering my brushes. Hey, one hot face. I didn't see you up there. Hi, sweetheart. So Lucia, I even no Lucilla. Lucilla. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, Lucilla. Please do not punish me. I'm very, very sorry. Okay, this is a good question. I think we're going to end on this question. My question is, should I hire someone to handle my social media since I suck at promoting myself online, or just try to try to focus on my skill no matter the followers or exposure? I feel like today it's hard to promote yourself if you're not into spending hours online. I'm going to tell you what I do. And I know I've been in the business for a longer time. And so people tend to just whatever, if I post something, people tend to notice it, but I don't get big numbers. I really don't. It takes like something stupid that I put on like Instagram for people to notice. I don't use my Instagram as a replacement for my professional work. In fact, on my description, it says, for my professional work, go to my website. That's what it says. So my social media, for the most part, is really DeShawn Hatcher. It's me. The good, the bad, the ugly. So me. So that's how I choose to use my social media. I'm not trying to get clients from Instagram. I have, but I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to get clients from Twitter. I have, but that wasn't the point. Um, I think that as long as you, and I know this sounds like you're beating a dead horse, Deshawn, as long as you post your work every night. You don't have to do it every Tuesday. You don't have to do this social media thing every Tuesday at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because that's when you get the most hits. Listen, if you want to live your life like that, all of you people who do social media, go have at it, right? That's why I say, have at it. I do not choose to live my life running behind social media. And honestly, I tried doing that, and I was like, this is total BS. I'm a working makeup artist. I don't have time for this. I really don't have time for this. Now, if you have enough work, you have to also think of it this way. You have to have enough work in order to do that in the first place. You have to be working continuously in order to put up new work. If you are not working continuously, and if you're not working in a field that is exciting, so what do I mean by exciting? Sort of like, well, if you're not editorial, fashion, celebrity, da 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 da, a lot of people ain't gonna click on your shit anyway. It's gonna be one and whatever. But if you want to curate it for you, if you want to curate it to show a well-rounded person and artist, I don't see anything wrong with that. Because as long as you have a website to direct people back to see the full body of who you are as a makeup artist, you don't really have to be a slave to social media. I'm not a slave to it. I do what I want. I mean, I put up jokes. Like, if you go to my social media, there is barely any of my work on there. I only have in I don't know how long I've been on social media. I don't know however long you guys have been on social media. I really have been on maybe 6 years, maybe 7 years. I don't know. I have what, 400 posts on mine. I have friends of mine who post all the damn time. They post all the time. I'm like, God bless you. I'm not doing it. I just don't. I don't have. I don't. It sounds terrible. I don't have the energy. I don't have it. But what I do have are other ways for people to see what I do. And that's what I'm saying. I have the luxury of saying, go to my website. That's my luxury because I have a website for people to go to. You see? I have other things about me that people get to see other than Instagram. And so you might want to just concentrate on building a really beautiful website that showcases all of your amazing work, who you are as a person, as an artist. Your resume can go on there. There's a lot of things that social media does not allow you to do, that your website can. You understand? And a lot of times, like, my friends have thousands of photos on there. And I'm like, biatch, if you think I'm flipping through all this is not going to happen. Okay. It's just too much. Again, that's just me. That's my approach. Um, if your clientele, put it this way, if your clientele lives and dies off of Instagram and that is where they go, right? That's all they care about is Instagram. Then maybe you do need to spend time on Instagram. My clientele doesn't care about Instagram to that degree. They don't care. I don't get jobs based off of numbers, like how many followers do I have. I don't get jobs based off of that. And to be honest, I don't go after jobs like that because I don't have the numbers. Like, and I don't get upset when I'm not when I don't have, like, they'll say, oh, well, you need 10,000 followers, DeShawn. Gee, you don't have 10,000 followers. So I was like, I could have told you that. Like, I don't care. Then that's not my job because I don't have what they're asking for. It's just another criteria for a job. And if they're looking for a social media influencer type person, then I'm not your girl. Am I going to sit in the corner and cry because I didn't get that one particular job? No. So it depends on what it is that you're trying to do. It depends on your clientele. Are they just Instagram people? Do they, you have to start monitoring your website, find out how many people go to your website. And if it's not enough, you have to find out why. What are you doing that they're not going to your site? Are you not even publicizing that you have a site? What are you doing? So there's all of these things. So do you have to be a slave to social media? No. I know people who just post indiscriminately. They don't post to please. It's not posting to please the audience. It's posting because they have something to say. When I have something to say, I say it. Does that mean I say it on Tuesday at 2:00 in the afternoon? No, I say it whenever I need to say it. Whenever I see something come across my screen that upsets me, then I post and I say what I need to say. If something happened to me in that day, I post and say what I need to say. I don't think social media has to be this kind of like numbers game. There's a lot of work out there that has nothing to do with Instagram. And I really wish people would get that. I work all the time. Go to my Instagram account. You will see it looks like crap. This is my point. There's a lot of us that don't care about social media. There are class A #1 makeup artists out there whose Instagram looks like total crap. So what are you trying to do? Are you trying to become an influencer of some sort? If that's your route, if that's what you're trying to do, if you're trying to get brand endorsements, if you're trying to do all that, that is the game you have to play. Yes, then you have to be more cognizant of Instagram, and you have to do that. But if you're not, if that's just not your goal, and your goal is to be a film makeup artist, your goal is to be editorial, whatever, then child, stick with what you're doing. Put it up on your website. Let people know you have a website, and you can use Instagram and all that at your discretion. See, you don't have to. You don't have to run that game, but it depends on what it is that you want to do with it. Oh no, Lidja, I know all that. I had all that. I had all that at one point. When I have something, Lidja, when I have something that I'm promoting, like when I did the show in for cotton a couple of years ago, right? I had to promote that, and I had to promote it consistently. And so, yes, I had, like, at one point, people used to talk about Hootsuite. So I had Hootsuite, which allowed me to schedule. Now you can schedule through so many different things, but I had it all scheduled and I had it all lined up so it could go out so people could see what I was up to. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, do I understand that? Yes. You can also, as Liz just said, you can also schedule your posts. So you batch, it's called batching. So you batch them, and then then the machine just sends it out when you want them to. So you could do that as well. But what is the end game? What is the game here? What are we doing? What are we trying to do with this Instagram? What are we really trying to do with it? Are we trying to lure clients to you? Then where's your professional website? And I know it's like, yo, D, that's old school. But is it really old school? Because Instagram allows you to post pictures this big, right? Then you have to crop it. So whatever content that may have made that wedding photo stunningly beautiful, which is the photography of the photographer of the picture, the dynamics of that picture, which makes it even more gorgeous, right? Which makes you go, wow, that's just, where are they? And oh my God, she looks good, right? All of that gets condensed. It's just a different animal. It's just not something that I personally prefer. But that's why you go and you have a website to go to. But it depends. What are you trying to do with it? Are you trying to be an influencer? Then you have to do what Lidja is saying. If you are trying to not then don't worry about it, you know? Uh-oh, she's back. Oh God. Wait, Ibua. If I did, I'm so sorry. I'm gonna say Ebua. Ebua. I'm gonna say it like that. Hello, Ebua. This is Random Butcher Makeup. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm close. Oh! One of these days, and we're doing Clubhouse live, okay? So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do Clubhouse, the app Clubhouse, and then we're gonna do this live. And so I'm gonna hear you, and then you can finally tell me how to say your name, so I never have to mess it up. Oh my God! Evie says, DeShawn, do you? I think is that apply for pro discounts on the Omnia website? Nah, not really. No, not really. I feel this way, and I know y'all gonna be like, what? But I really feel this way. I'm a very, very fortunate person. There's a lot of brushes in there that I did not have to purchase. There's tons of brushes in there that, that I did not have to buy. And Royal and Langnickel, honest to God, and Stilazzi have been lovely to me, because I would say, go get Stilazzi. I'm crazy about it. And then they would gift me brushes from time to time. But I really do believe, and I know y'all like, what? But I really, when I say it out loud, I'm like, wait a minute, maybe I should stop doing that. But I really do believe that I should be contributing to the businesses that contribute to me. And so I will go to the makeup show, and I would want to buy brushes, and they literally will give them to me. And I'm like, no, but I really wanted to buy them. And so because it's important that I patronize you. It's important to me that I buy from you. You know what I mean? This is why I keep saying, it's like, this is a business of pro. This is a pro community. I can take all damn day long. I could take. But I really believe in my heart that I should be patronizing them. They should be getting my money. you know? You know what I mean? Like, good, let's say I've seen Stilazzi, God love them. I see Stilazzi at the shows. I walk over, I'm so excited. I put the brushes in the thing, and then they go, no, take it. I'm like, but I wanted to buy them. Can you just let me buy them? And so like the last time I saw them, I did the same thing. I was trying to go incognito, and I did the same thing. And they were trying to give it to me. I said, no, I want to buy them from you. Let me buy them from you. And they let me buy them, And then when I saw the price, I was like, ooh. But I just feel it's really important that, though I am a very blessed person, that I just give back. It's important to give back. You don't have to keep take all the time. And so, no, I don't. I don't apply for the discount. I wait for the sale. She waits for the sale, but no, I do not apply for the discount, because they have blessed me beyond my wishes, and I feel that I should patronize them. I don't, sometimes I even try, I'll get other people to buy things for me, and I give them the money, because sometimes when they see my name come across it, they'll send me free stuff, and I'm like, that wasn't the point. That wasn't the point. So no, I don't do that. I get a lot of stuff for free. I can pay for some stuff every now and then. It's not going to kill me. I think that's, if I'm going to preach to you people by pro, and I'm going to be like, give me, it's like, it doesn't work for me. It doesn't work for me. So no. Please teach me how to say your name, Mr. Sula. Please. Yeah, legit. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes brush companies have really, really amazing. Look at this. I just got 17 brushes for under $100. Under $100. Sometimes I like the sale, Sometimes I like to get the sale. It's a little high for me. Like, oh, look what I just got for like under $100. It makes me very happy. So that's why I kind of like, I like a good sale. But yeah, but I just do think it's really important that I contribute monetarily to our community. I'm not into like take. We have to contribute. That's all. Yeah, it's very important to give back. Yes, Mr. Sula, it's very important to give back. Oh, how old is your oldest brush, Sean? Your brush babies. My oldest brush, God, I'm going to date myself, is it back there? I don't use it anymore because so I kept it. My oldest brush, I believe I got when I was 14. And even though I was a big tomboy, and even though I just, my mom brought, I always say she bought me this Estee Lauder kit, this Christmas kit, and it looked kind of like a when you open it's like in a box, like a big box, right? So when you opened it up, it kind of looked like a display unit like you would see on top of the counter. And I was like, oh. Now I was a big tomboy. I was in sports. I was into playing in the mud. I was in I was in the wrestling. I was in all that stuff. But when she brought that, she gave it to me. I was like, wow, what is that? And it had that, the colors. It had like purple, like purple and pink and black. And like it had like six eyeshadow colors. It had like a pencil and it had these two brushes. I know it's probably in my closet. And it came with this big brush, a powder brush. And I just was like this. I was like, what is that? And then and then I would play and play. I would do my friend's makeup before we all went to school, and then these little kids that lived in my building, that they would say, "Oh, can you do my makeup too? You did my sister's makeup." So they would come down in the morning, and then I would do their makeup. And then I took the same kit and I did my makeup from my high school. God, I had that makeup too long now. I think about it. I had that makeup a long time. But I used the same makeup to do my makeup for my yearbook picture. And I looked really pretty because I normally look a hot mess back then. I was a hot ass mess because I was a tomboy. I didn't care. I didn't care. I didn't do makeup. I didn't care if I had holes in my clothes. I didn't care. I was DeShawn, carefree, take me or leave me. If I look jacked up today, I look jacked up today. In fact, I look so jacked up. And I had a lot of hair. So my friend Tawana, God rest her soul, she would say, DeShawn, she would say, she would see me walking down the hall and she would go, get in here. And she'd be in the bathroom, get in here. And I'm like, what? So I used to try to braid my own hair. I was terrible at it. So she would pull me into the bathroom. She fixed my hair. She was like, DeShawn, what is up with your hair today? I was like, I tried. I don't have the time for this. I'm busy. And so she would fix my hair. Oh, please. So I didn't care. But there was just something about like just the makeup and just putting it on people and watching them just get so happy. And it was a thrill for me. I had no idea that what I was doing was called being a makeup artist when I was 14 on up. But that's kind of when I started doing makeup. Was around 14 when my mother gave me that kit. Was when it went. My brain went bing. But I had no idea anybody did that for a living. I didn't even understand that when I would watch my favorite movies on television or watch my favorite movies that a makeup artist had done that. I didn't understand that. I think had I known that back in the day, I probably would have tried to do something as a makeup artist back then, but I didn't know it was an actual career. And so there's your backstory. Sean. Oh, what it is. Mayor Jones. Hi, Sean. Hi, everybody. Show us the graduation. Oh, you know what? I can't. I'm clean. Listen, Maria, listen, come with me. I said 2 months ago, I said 2 months ago, I'm going to clean up this. I'm going to clean up because when I moved here, sometimes when you move and you bring everything with you and you didn't really look through anything, you just threw all that in a bag and then that's what happened to me. I just moved with everything and I never cleaned it out. I never threw it out. So for the last 2 months, I have like another week to go, but for 2 whole months, I've been here clean like a black crackhead, like out, throw it out, throw it out. So I literally just found my yearbook and put it away. So it's like it's locked away. Ask me about that next week and I'll have it out and I'll show you my yearbook picture. But I actually look, if I can say so myself, I look pretty. And I was shocked. I look like a girl. And so all my friends were shocked that I look like a girl. They were like, oh, you look really pretty. Like it was like, that backhanded compliment, like, wow, you look really pretty because most of the time you busted, that kind of thing, which is a long story. But years later, um, about, I would say maybe 8 or 9 years ago or longer, because I did this whole thing for about 10 years. I used to go to high schools and I would take a group of amazing volunteered makeup artists, and we go to high schools and we would do their high school yearbook photos, their makeup, because I had always said that no one should regret their high school photo, because when you look back in the book and you go and you're like, oh, God, I look effed up, right? I never want anybody to go through that. So I took a team. My boyfriend at the time was a teacher. And I said, do you think that your school would allow me to do this? And he was like, let me ask the principal. And the principal was like, yeah, why not? So we did it for 10 years, where I would go to different high schools and we would do senior picture days, what I called it. And we did it for, I don't know how many, good Lord, I don't know how many kids we did it for, but we did it for 10 years. So it was fun. Nobody should have a bad yearbook picture. If I could have a good yearbook picture, which was a miracle, then everybody should have a good yearbook picture. Because this girl was a hot ass mess. Hey, Alicia. I almost got scammed the other day. I got an email offering me a makeup artist gift for a magazine in LA, and they lost me at having to buy a kit, $800. See, this is, please, if you guys don't know about scams, there is I think the very last video I had done, which was I think last year, just a video, not a live, a video about scams. You need to look at that because they continually try to do that to people. They will scam. They will lead you on. They'll even have the logo in the paper, like they'll send you email and it'll look official, like it's from Vogue or Harper's, or it all looks very good. And then they start leading you down this rabbit hole. And then they'll do something like, oh, but you have to use our kit, and our kit is $800. And so it's important that you guys understand that these types of scams are out there. And if she didn't catch it, let's say if Alicia didn't catch it and she thought this was such a great opportunity, and let's say she didn't understand the way the business ran, she would have given them $800, because in your mind you're saying, oh, okay, if I can't use mine, then I'll use yours. Okay. Oh, I didn't know I had to pay for a kit. Oh, I'll pay for it. And then you lose your money. But also what they tend to do is, let's say you do that. Let's say you get so far, because they'll start to ask you for information as time goes on. They're asking you for detailed information, and you're giving it to them freely because you think it's a job. And then they'll take that information and try to break into your bank account. And they can break into your bank account at any time. So let's say you did it last year and you got real close to giving them your money, but you filled out a form with all your information. You did all this stuff and you gave it to them. Well, they can still use that information 10 years from now to get the money out of your bank account and things like that. So you have to be real careful about that. Please go look. Please go look at that video that I put up. Please. If it sounds too good to be true, that's because it's not real. Exactly. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't understand that, especially newbies, because you don't know. The whole point is like they do that. They did it to me a couple of years ago. And I was like, and I played along. I wanted to see how far I could get, because I would be like, oh, I didn't know I had to use your kit. And I would literally write them back and forth to see how long they would take it. And they played with me for a couple of weeks because they thought they had me on the hook, because I would start asking, newbie style questions like, oh, but I have a kit full of this. I guess your kit is more special, right? And they'd be like, and they were playing along with me until I got tired and was like, I don't need you. I'm done. I got out of it. But yeah, this is what they do. This is what they do. Inside Out, I used your inclusion palette yesterday on my client. Came out great. Yay! Thank you very much. Yay! An angel got its wings. Maria, you buried your yearbook picture. Clearly I love my yearbook picture. I really do, because I was like, you look like a girl. I was the biggest tomboy. I played every sport you could think of. I was into sports. That's all she cared about. and her dog. Sports, 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 sports. Baseball, even dodgeball, any kind of sport, any sport with a racket. Oh, please. Oh, I was such a sports cuckoo, cuckoo, crazy girl. I could care less about fashion. I could care less about makeup. I just wasn't into it. I was into sports. That was my jam. Lisa says, "Oh, yes, I withheld all my information and asked them if I could bring my own kit, and the response was different quickly. And so I realized, oh, scam, scam, scam. Yep, a scam." Ibua says, "I do my makeup when I am going to a special occasion. I'm a busy student, so I have no time to look cute. I first wore makeup for a prom at 18, and then I never wore it again. And I never wore it again until I was 21. I feel you. I had no time for it. I didn't even think about it. I really would just say makeup just as a kid, growing up. It wasn't my thing. But again, I love putting it on people. It just wasn't, I didn't want to put it on myself. It's not like after I had done all of these kids' makeup, did I run around and put it on me when I went to school? I didn't. It didn't touch my face, but I put it on, I put it on other people, but it just didn't appeal to me to do it to me. It did not appeal to me. Not at all. She says, Rachel, my makeup and hair were fine. The blouse I wore were, I feel you. Well, back in my day, back in olden times, I don't know if they do that now, but they would give us a drape um, to put around our thing. So everybody kind of looks similar. We didn't have, you didn't see our clothes. Everybody got like a velvety kind of, all the girls got a velvety kind of drape that we wore. Girl, I feel you on that too. I feel you on that too. I didn't have time for like makeup. I really didn't. Because the next I was a volleyball player. I mean, please, all the things, all the sports I played. I didn't have time for no damn makeup. Was the makeup gonna run down my face? I didn't have time. Like you see the girls today with the lashes popping and everything, and they're running and they're doing. I'm like, you go. Like you have the time to put that on your face. I didn't have time for that. And also I sweat. So I was like, that's not appealing to me. Oh, I wish. Yeah, they gave. We had black drapes. You had a black velvet drape, and you also had a grapey kind of colored drape. I think mine was grape. I don't think mine was black. I think it was mine was a grape colored, which matched my makeup. She's stupid. Okay, peeps. I have a long week ahead. And I do have to clean some brushes tonight, even though I got new ones. Help me, Jesus. So I'm going to get off this thing. Please make sure you give this video a thumbs up. It's very important. Leave your comments below. And really, if you have a question, please, like if you want to ask me something, especially something that you need for me to show you, even if it is my yearbook, ask me before I get on, and then I will be happy to have it ready and embarrass myself. And I'll show you. And I'll show you. But for now, she's going to get off. Wish you a lovely, lovely week coming. And that's it. I'll see you next Sunday. Obviously, whatever Sunday, Christmas is or whatever, I'm not going to be on. But besides that, that's it. I'm out. Have a good night, beautiful people. Lauren, yes, I had the velvet black drape for high school. Ah, I got you. Yes, child, that comes in handy, believe you me. All right, peeps, have a good night. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. See you next week. Bye, guys.